Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we are going to be doing kind of like a quick Q&A mixed in with kind of like the gratitude challenge theme of today, and it's breakfast. This morning I had voodoo donuts for breakfast. 3 of them. I feel fine about it. I had 2 maple bars and an apple fritter. Well, most of an apple fritter. To be fair, I gave some to my mom because I couldn't finish it. 3 donuts is a lot, okay? Anyway, so people have been asking like different questions about me, asking different questions about Joe, and I'm like super grateful for breakfast, whatever. There's not a whole video worth of things I can do on that, so we're gonna tie these two in together and do like a Q&A. These are the questions I get asked a lot, and mostly they have to do with my relationship, but also some with me. So the first question is, how did I meet my husband? My husband and I met from a mutual friend who invited us both to go to lunch one day. She was in town and she wanted to go see Joe. I was her ride, and she was like, let's go. And then we drove all the way across the city. And when I met him, I was like, that's the one. I want that one. And then it took us years to figure it out. We were married for 2.5 years and it's gone pretty good. So, yeah. Question number 2. Do we want more kids? I've answered this in a previous video, but the answer is we don't know. I did not handle being pregnant very well. Physically, my body, I went into preterm labor, and I can do a whole other video on all that, and I really should. My pregnancy and labor experience. But my body did not handle pregnancy very well from the very beginning. And then I was sick the whole way through. I went into preterm labor. I had a previous loss, all these different things. It was just really difficult. And then the birth needs to be its own video, because it was just insane. I almost died. My son almost died. Well, I shouldn't say those things because people will get mad. My son was in distress, and so was I. My heart rate was doing funny things. My son had the cord wrapped around his neck twice, didn't breathe when he first came out. A lot of things happened. He was in the NICU. He had 2 air pockets in his lungs, fluid in his lungs. A whole bunch of stuff was happening. I had a really bad reaction to the iodine, found out I'm allergic. All these things were going on. So honestly, I don't ever want to go through that again. So we've actually really been talking about adoption later on. Probably what we're going to end up doing. All right, next question. Why I'm not vegan, but I'm plant-based. So vegan, by definition, is you do not eat any animal or animal byproducts. And some people get really into it, and they're like, you can't wear anything that's leather or that's made from not organically grown in, like, just whatever. And I don't have the money to do all new clothes and all new everything, but I also eat honey and things like that, so I don't consider myself a vegan. I consider myself plant-based. I eat a plant-based diet. I don't eat any eggs, dairy, milk, gluten. Don't eat a lot of sugar. As I told you, I ate 3 donuts today. I just started my period, so leave me alone. I was having an emotional day. I don't need to explain my sugar cravings. Let's move on. So the last question is, why did I start a YouTube channel? And the reason that I started a YouTube channel is I've kind of always wanted to. But I was always really scared and nervous, but like what other people would think and say. And then as you get older and have kids, you realize that you don't care what people think or say. And you kind of do, and like people can still hurt your feelings, and you know, we try to be nice to others because we're human beings and we should treat each other as such. But as you get older and you have kids and you realize life is really short, and especially when you're a mom and you have a lot of time to do things that you want to do, you got to make time for those things. And I used to be a dancer, and I used to dance all the time, and I used to be a performer, and I loved it. And right now, I don't really have an outlet for my creativity, and this has been my outlet. I'm able to be creative, I'm able to use different techniques and tools and talk to new people, and it's something that has brought me a lot of joy so far, and until it doesn't, I will be doing it. That's the answer. So let me know if you guys want to know a video on like my labor and my pregnancy experience, like one video of my pregnancy experience, another one like my birth and delivery story, because they're both pretty interesting. Okay, well, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for this tiny little Q&A. If you guys have any other questions, leave them below and I can do another one. And also I should include on, usually I don't eat Voodoo Donuts for breakfast. Usually I eat coconut yogurt, tiny bit of honey with my son. I'm also going to do a video of like what my toddler eats in a day. I think that'll be pretty interesting too. But usually I eat pretty healthy, pretty clean, and I start off my day with a huge, like one of those Yeti water bottles, or yak, I don't know how to say it. And they're huge, and I just start my day drinking one of those. I drink a ton of water or else I get really bad headaches, and then I drink coffee. About 4 cups a day. I love coffee. A little bit too much. But I sweeten it with pure maple syrup, not like the Betty Crocker stuff, but pure maple syrup. It's pretty good. Bindi Boo. Her name's Bindi, but I call her Binny the Pooh. I think I'm funny. People go to the bathroom.